September, the 9th month of the year in our Gregorian calendar, and with it arrives the autumn equinox and the first glimpses of the new season. There is much for our poets, including Sidney Lanier, Charles Kingsley and Amy Lowell, to say and write about. Among our readers are Richard Mitchley and Ghizela Rowe.
September 1815 by William Wordsworth. While not a leaf seems faded, while the fields with ripening harvest prodigally fair in brightest sunshine bask, this nipping air, sent from some distant clime where winter wields his icy scimitar, a foretaste yields of bitter change and bids the flowers beware, and whispers to the silent birds, prepare against the threatening foe your trustiest shields. To me, who under kindlier laws belong to nature's tuneful choir, this rustling dry through leaves yet green and yon crystalline sky announce a season potent to renew, mid frost and snow, the instinctive joys of song, and nobler cares than listless summer knew.
Indian Summer by Sara Teasdale. Lyric night of the lingering Indian summer, shadowy fields that are scentless but full of singing, never a bird but the passionless chant of insects, ceaseless, insistent. The grasshopper's horn, and far off, high in the maples, the wheel of a locust slowly grinding the silence, under a moon waning and worn and broken, tired with summer. Let me remember you, voices of little insects, weeds in the moonlight, fields that are tangled with asters. Let me remember you, soon the winter will be on us, snow-hushed and heartless. Over my soul murmur your mute benediction, while I gaze, O fields that rest after harvest, as those who part look long in the eyes they lean to, lest they forget them.
September by Carlos Wilcox. The sultry summer past, September comes, soft twilight of the slow declining year, all mildness, soothing loneliness and peace. The fading season, ere the falling come, more sober than the buxom blooming May, and therefore less the favourite of the world, but dearest month of all to pensive minds, is now far spent, and the meridian sun, most sweetly smiling with attempered beams, sheds gently down a mild and grateful warmth. Beneath its yellow lustre, groves and woods, checkered by one night's frost with various hues, while yet no wind has swept a leaf away, shine doubly rich. It were a sad delight down the smooth stream to glide, and see it tinged upon each brink with all the gorgeous hues, the yellow, red, or purple of the trees that singly or in tufts, or forests thick, adorn the shores. To see perhaps the side of some high mount reflected far below, with its bright colours intermixed with spots of darker green. Yes, it was sweetly sad to wander in the open fields, and hear e'en at this hour, the noonday hardly past, the lulling insects of the summer's night. To hear, where lately buzzing swarms were heard, a lonely bee long roving here and there to find a single flower, but all in vain. Then rising quick, and with a louder hum, in widening circles round and round his head, straight by the listener flying clear away, as if to bid the fields a last adieu. To hear within the woodland's sunny side, late full of music, nothing save perhaps the sound of nutshells, by the squirrel dropped from some tall beech, fast falling through the leaves.
A Calendar of Sonnets, September, by Helen Hunt Jackson. O golden month, how high thy gold is heaped! The yellow birch leaves shine like bright coins strung on wands, the chestnut's yellow pennons tongue to every wind its harvest challenge. Steeped in yellow, still lie fields where wheat was reaped, and yellow still the corn sheaves, stacked among the yellow gourds, which from the earth have wrung her utmost gold. To highest boughs have leaped the purple grape, last thing to ripen, late by very reason of its precious cost. O heart, remember, vintages are lost, if grapes do not for freezing night dews wait. Think while thou sunnest thyself in joy's estate, mayhap thou canst not ripen without frost.
September by John Payne. How is the world of summer's splendours shorn! The rose has had its day. From weald and wold past is the blossom pomp, the harvest gold. The fields are orphaned of the ripened corn. The meads of their lush livery forlorn lie bare and cheerless. Summer's tale is told, and autumn reigns. The world is waxing old, its youth forspent in plenty's heaped-up horn. Yet though the leaves, September, sere and brown, show on thy time-awearied trees, in sign of life burned low, retreating to the root, with jewels rich and rare, whose like no mine on earth might yield, bound are thy brows for crown, purple and gold and red of ripening fruit.